Today on Getting Higgy with It. Adventure time! Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Jake the dog and Finn the human. Fun will never end. Adventure time. I'm Emily Duhigg and we're reviewing Munchkin Adventure Time. Munchkin is a dungeon clearing card game where over the years has had different themes applied to it, such as Pathfinder, zombies, and Cthulhu. The most recent version is an awesome combination of Munchkin and Adventure Time, the cartoon series that follows the adventures of Jake the dog and Finn the human throughout the land of Ooo. The objective of the game is to level up to 10 before everyone else by defeating enemies, selling items in your hand, or getting lucky and drawing a go up a level card. But keep in mind that your 10th level has to be earned by defeating an enemy. To begin, players all start at level 1 and get a character card, 4 door cards, and 4 treasure cards. If you have any class cards, you should play one next to your character since these give you extra bonuses if certain criteria are met. But you can only have one at a time, that is, unless you get a Super Munchkin card, then you can have 2 classes. Next, you should pick out any items you have. Keep in mind what I like to call the common sense rule. If there's an item that is two-handed, you can't have a one-handed item as well. That would be 3 hands, people. Likewise, you can't wear 2 sets of armor, footgear, or headgear. There are a few cards that allow you to do this, but for the most part, use the common sense rule. Also, you can have 1 ally at a time, which gives you even more bonuses. The only time you can have more than 1 ally is if you have the royalty class. On to gameplay. The game consists of 3 turn phases: kick open the door, look for trouble or loot the room, and charity. During kick open the door, the player draws the top door card. If you receive a class, ally, or monster enhancer, move on to phase 2. If you receive an enemy or curse card, you have to deal with it right away. If it's a curse, you simply do what the print tells you. If it's an enemy, you add up the number of bonuses you have from your various cards to the level you are. If all of your bonuses and one-shot cards, if you need them, added up are greater than the level the monster is, then congratulations, you've beaten the monster, gone up a level, and received the amount of treasure cards stated on the bottom of the enemy card. But this is where things get fun. If you can't defeat the monster on your own, you can ask for help from another player. Usually though, they want something in return. Since you can't give them the level up that would be earned by defeating the enemy, your best bet is to offer them some of the treasure you would receive. Once you have a high enough bonus total, you beat the enemy. On the flip side though, if you're about to win, other players can strengthen your enemy by using monster enhancers or one-shot cards. Now, all the bonuses are added to the monster's level, and that's the number you have to beat. If you can't defeat it, you have to run away. If you decide to do so, you have to roll a 5 or 6 to run away successfully. If you succeed, none of the bad stuff happens to you, and you don't get the level up or reward from defeating it. If you fail, you have to do what the bad stuff tells you to do. Sometimes it's just to discard a card, other times, for the badder enemies, you die. If you die, you can come back your next turn, but you've lost all of your stuff and are at a disadvantage. Remember, if you did not draw a monster card, you go on to phase 2, looting the room or looking for trouble. If you decide to loot the room, simply draw another card from the door pile and add it to your hand to be used later. If you decide to look for trouble, you can play a monster from your hand and fight it in the same way you would in phase 1. Once you have looted the room or looked for trouble, move on to phase 3. The charity phase is pretty simple. You can't have more than a total of 5 cards in your hand at the end of your turn. If you do, you'll either need to upgrade your weapons and armor by discarding them and replacing them with better ones from your hand, or you can find items in your hand worth gold pieces and cash them in for levels. Every 1,000 gold pieces is worth a level. Or you can simply give them away to the player with the lowest level. Once that's all taken care of, it's now the next player's turn. There are many cards out there that let you do things that contradict what I've said so far, but if I were to tell you all of them, it would take forever. So, like the rulebook says, the print on the card supersedes the base rules, and, quote, any other dispute should be settled by loud arguments with the owner of the game having the last word, end quote. That would be me. What do we like about this game? The transition of the Adventure Time theme to Munchkin seems to be a perfect match. If you've ever seen the show, you know that everything they do looks and feels like an adventure game. Now we can finally play along through those adventures. Also, the little references on the cards are spot on. For example, the Spot the Snail level up card gives you 10 seconds to find a snail on any of the cards in play in order to gain a level. Also, every character card has a gender swap on the opposite side, which can come into effect if certain cards are played. It's a nice nod to the show's popular Ice King fan fiction episodes. What don't we like about this game? Even though you're supposed to solve disputes with loud arguments, some people may not like that too much. Also, when we were playing it, sometimes the classes were contradicting to the characters you were playing as. For example, Princess Bubblegum wasn't considered royalty unless she had the royalty class card. On our board flip meter, if you're a Munchkin fan, the Adventure Time theme will be quite easy to adjust to. Even if this is the first Munchkin game you've attempted, the game isn't too difficult to learn, so we'll rate it at normal. On our top 10 list, Munchkin Adventure Time settles in at the number 7 spot since we're considering the overall game. However, if you enjoy Munchkin and you're an Adventure Time fan, this game will likely rank much higher on your personal top 10 list. As usual, like, subscribe, favorite, the whole shebang. Thanks for watching, I'm Emily Duhigg, and until next time, get Higgy with Munchkin Adventure Time. That's all I know.